honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Break. Mike 57, Mike 57. Three bud. Get it.
On first down, it's Miles. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Let's go now. 15 line. 16 line. General West. Check safety. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Miles. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready, set. Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go. Now.
To throw on second down. Hoover. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun. Hoover going up top. He's got him in. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 83 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jets take over at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up. Come on, Deep rim.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. 57. Mike, 57. Watch QB, go.
From the gun, Hoover. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
I got you. No. Switch.
Get it.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Ready, break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bridgestone, trap. Ready?
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On the ready. Bravo.
55.
Yep. Now.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Hey, what's the ball? Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Rabbit. Check.
2.
Operating from the gun. Hoover. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. And that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Mike, 55.
Yeah. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down.
Set. 50. Plant. All day. 6-6. Pull it high.
That's a what?
6-5.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Haywood.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You draw portion.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
3rd and long.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll set up the throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Darius Slayton, 30 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Off the play fake. Hoover. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
You got tight. You got five.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Hoover. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Watching your grind. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the Jets punter now. as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He's got a first down past the 30 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
On,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Check 65.
They go to Johnson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
He'll drop to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Check, go.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go. 55. Check 55. Mike.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 80 weapons. 32.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
Rock it.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Catch made by Slayton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Delta.
Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It's taken to the 26. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup at 6.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you.
Look at me. Go.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ready, set.
I got you, boy.
Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
Ready.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jets on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55.
Squeeze. Hey.
Hey, watch it. Mike 55.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go. 50, plant.
They're running it.
Go.
Off play action. Hoover. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, Hoover. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Charlie. Step.
Throwing again. Hoover. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Gonna throw deep. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
Go there. 10-2 shot. Yo, go.
Who's that?
Shoot.
They give to Johnson going right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, wahoo!
45, 45, Mike.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 24, check 24.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Hoover. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Come on, D. Double tight, double tight. Double tight. Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Now.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you and I, we just looked at each other kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.